Alright guys, welcome to another video. Western Sharpies RC. Glad you could join me for this 3D printed Cummins motor that I just finished off. Apologize for the voiceover as well here. I kind of messed up the audio, so I'm just speaking over the video here. But anyway, just wanted to show you a little comparison between this one and the original one that I did about a year ago. Before I move on here, you can see it with all the supports in place. And like I said, just wanted to show you what it looks like beside the other one that I did. It's a Thingiverse file. If you search 5.9 Cummins, it'll come up. But I think what makes this unique is that I've scaled it up quite a bit and made it quite large. Even the red one, I scaled up from the original print to that size. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to scale it up even bigger and then haul it around on the flatbed trailer. Like a big piece of equipment or maybe a big marine motor getting hauled down to the shipyard or something. I don't know yet exactly what I'm going to do. Depends how bad I mess this thing up trying to remove the supports and all that stuff. So I'm no 3D printing expert, but I just wanted to mention a couple of things as well that I found during this print. When it comes to FDM printing, which I think 90% of the people out there do, on a print like this that's very sophisticated, you know, it's got a lot of little intricate details, the FDM printer doesn't really do as good of a job on something that's quite small. It doesn't really capture the details, kind of bungs up some of the smaller parts. Here you can kind of see some of the under extruded bits and all the little, you know, bunged up parts, I guess. I think bunged up's not really the technical term, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So when you start scaling things up, you know, with an FDM printer on something like this that's got lots of little details, it tends to turn out a lot nicer, and you can kind of see here how much nicer it looks. I mean, just disregard all the stringy bits and all that. So the only other problem I think that I'm going to be having is looking at this is I wish I never used as many supports. I mean, that's a whole art in itself. Configuring all the details so that when it comes to removing the supports, you don't pull your hair out trying to get them all out and bust things. But anyway, what makes this thing unique is that it's quite big. Like I was saying, I don't think anybody out there has printed this thing on this scale. So that's why I thought I'd show everybody what it looks like. And here you can see it weighing in at just under half a kilo, which is, you know, almost half a roll of plastic. So anyway, I'm going to continue on with this thing, and I plan to make it like an old patinaed motor or something, so I don't know yet. But anyway, I thought I'd share that little bit of info with you, and I'll continue on. All right, one last look at it here before it moves on to the next stage of its life, and that's going to be, I'm going to try to replicate that antique looking Cummins there that I Googled, and that's the closest paint that I found that I have. So, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be exactly like that, but going with the green theme and of course being matte, I think that's going to make it look pretty good. So anyway, you can see here, that's where I busted one of the little pipes off. Just getting in behind there, trying to remove the supports, but I got that one back on. I glued it back on, but plus it's going to be all patinaed out and gunked up. I think it's going to be fine having some of the things maybe not so perfect looking. But anyway, that's the last look at it here before I paint it up and then begin the aging process. All right, as you saw there, I kind of give it a little hit with the torch just to get rid of some of the little stringy bits and the frizzy bits that are kind of left over from the sanding and filing. And I find it kind of also
helps smooth out on a microscopic level some of those layer lines. So anyway, I'm here in the garage, and I'm gonna set up the little paint booth here. I'm gonna hang it off the ladder so I can get all around it, and we'll paint it up with the flat green. Alright guys, that's it for this one here. I think I'm going to turn it into a two-parter. You can see it kind of drying a little bit. Might have to go back and give it some more paint, but anyway, coming along pretty good, I'd say. I figure I'll do a part 2 video where it'll be just strictly the patina part of it. So anyway guys, that's it. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think, and stay tuned for the second part, and then whatever else I got going on the channel here. So see you in the next video.